Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Prince Macau here, and I got another epic Royal Rumble for you guys. This was actually requested by Darkness Juggalo, also known as Robert. He's one of my subscribers. He requested this match. He also helped me out with finding out certain people on this match, even though I made the final 30 decisions of who I was going to put in and who I wasn't. I want to first of all just go ahead and say this. This Rumble is wrestlers who have passed away. I also want to say that a lot of these wrestlers I didn't grow up with, so I don't know as much as you guys do. I am familiar with them. I have heard of them, but I didn't grow up in that era. I was born in '94, but this guy I am very familiar with, and he is probably one of my favorite legend wrestlers. He's also my dad's favorite wrestler. His name's Andre the Giant, and he's amazing. And I have watched a documentary on him, and it was great. It was great. I also want to remind you guys that I didn't include. I obviously couldn't put every wrestler that has passed in this Rumble. There's a lot. The list I looked at had 100 at least. So I had to pick 30 that I wanted to put in this Rumble that have passed on. So and also, guys, like I said, I didn't grow up with a lot of these guys. The only reason I know Andre really good is because he was my dad's favorite, and also I watched a documentary on him one time. So that's why I had heard of him. But a lot of these guys I have heard of. There's some guys that I've heard their name, but I have no idea about them. And like I said, I'm not a big. Oh man, a lot of guys saying "Marry me, Andre" in the crowd. But a lot of the, like I said, I'm not a big wrestling fan. I love the games. I usually do creations and create stuff. So I'm not as big on the show. So I'm not familiar with some of these guys at all and how they had a big impact. I am familiar with Owen Hart. I was told I definitely had to put him on the list. He is a legend. And, yeah. So I put Owen Hart. I put another Hart in there as well. So I got 2 Hart members. I know Brett's still alive, so I didn't put him in there. But I got a lot of legends. And another thing I want to say is rest in peace to everybody in this Rumble. So we're about to kick this off. It's going to be very interesting. Some of these guys came from Community Creations as well. Owen came from Community Creations. They didn't have him on the game. I had to actually download quite a few people. It just always, it always just shocks me. I don't see why they couldn't just have almost all the wrestlers from the past on here. Like all the legends, and have the biggest roster ever. But it's like every year I think the roster gets bigger. I'm not for sure on that. Don't quote me on that. But I guess it's where, people, that they don't have time to update the graphics and stuff. And Bruno Sammartino's number 3. He is one of the longest reigning champions. He might be the longest reigning. I don't think CM Punk beat him. I don't think because he had a long. I know CM Punk was catching up, but I don't think he beat him. No, I'll have to look it up, because I don't want to say that he didn't and then he ends up he did, but I don't think he did. And guys, make sure to tell me on the comment section your favorite wrestler of this Rumble and your favorite memory of that wrestler. So make sure to tell me that. I'm not going to do least and favorite of this, because it can be messed up, And here's the Junkyard Dog. I'm not, like I said, he's definitely one that I never really saw wrestle, because some of these guys I looked up when they passed, and he passed in '98, so I was like 4 years old then. But I used to play with him all the time in previous games, so I'm a little bit familiar with him. And Andre and Vader, I have seen him wrestle a couple times. I watched him beat the tar out of Heath Slater. That was fun. West Virginia's own Heath Slater. If you guys don't know where I'm from West Virginia. And Owen, oh man, and Vader with a reversal, and Vader eliminates Owen. And now we got Doink at number 6. He also fought Heath Slater as well. I think he beat Heath. No, I think Heath beat him. I think that was one of the only ones he actually beat. So I am familiar with that because Heath Slater is from here. And he's all fun. And you know what? Out of the whole Nexus, he's probably had one of the best careers out of all of them. Besides, well, if you don't count Daniel Bryan, which I don't in the Nexus, even though he was on the first attack. King Kong Bundy, he recently passed. I had to include him in this Rumble. And Junkyard Dog has been eliminated by Doink. And King Kong Bundy's here. And some of these community creations, they're not going to be as good as others. Just to let you guys know ahead of time. Andre's my favorite of this whole crew, of this whole Rumble. He's my favorite, hands down. And King Kong Bundy eliminated by Andre. Andre's gonna, oh, Doink with his second elimination. He's having a wonderful night. Here's Hawk from the Road Warriors. And like I said, Robert helped me out with this Rumble. So he told me, like, I went down the line of wrestlers that were legends, and I asked who's alive, who's still alive, and who's not. And he said one of the Warriors is, then Hawk is not. So I went ahead and I put him in this Rumble. So it's basically a tribute Rumble to these guys. And here comes Mr. Perfect at number 9. And let's see if Andre can get rid of Doink. Right now, Doink's on a roll. Like, he's incredible tonight. Oh, man. And, uh-oh. Can Hawk get rid of Andre? Somebody's got to do it. Is Doink going to help out here? No, he's going to punch. Oh, my goodness, Hawk. Look at this. Can he do it? Oh, my goodness, he did it. Oh, man, and Earthquake's number 10. I love his theme song. I used it for Cynthia Cell back in 2k16 or 17. It might have been 17. It's been so long, guys. I had 16, 17, 18. Now I'm on 19. And Doink is done. Double elimination by Mr. Perfect and Earthquake. And I hope you guys enjoy this Rumble. I hope you guys see it as a tribute. And I know a lot of you guys are wrestling fans. And I also want to bring up, and here comes Brian Pillman at number 11. So Brian at number 11. I wasn't familiar with him either. I think he died in '96, or in the '90s. So I'd be like 2 or 3 years old at that time. And Mr. Perfect has been eliminated. So I definitely wasn't. I've heard the name, but I wasn't familiar with him at all. And Darkness Juggalo Robert, he helped me get him on board as well. British Bulldog, number 12. I am familiar with him. I've seen him on past games and stuff. I'm guessing he's a heel. I'm not for sure. I think he is a heel. I'm not 100%. You guys can let me know on that. You guys can just give me a full history lesson, because obviously I'm not familiar with some of these guys. Kerry Von Erich at number 13. I knew some of you guys would love this. This is why I did this. Usually I do create. If you guys are just checking this channel out, usually I do created characters. I usually don't do the wrestlers, but I did on this occasion. I thought it was a good idea. And Jimmy Superfly Snuka. I think he's supposed to be taller, but whatever. He was the most downloaded one, so I downloaded him. I thought he wore those like leopard pants too. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. And Vader with a nice move there. Whoever made Earthquake did a great job. I don't think he was on 2K. And Randy Savage. Macho Man Randy Savage. I used to have a big action figure of him. But like that year said, 92. I wasn't even alive in 92, so I can't. And Superfly eliminates Hawk. There goes Brian Pillman. He's been eliminated. And Bam Bam Bigelow. And Vader has been eliminated. Like, Bam Bam Bigelow, I didn't really watch wrestling back then when he was in it either. It's basically everybody in this match. Basically. So, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame I missed that era. It's a shame, and, you know, I could always go back and watch this stuff, but I kind of know what happens in certain circumstances, so... Yeah, I like not knowing the outcome. And Bam Bam Bigelow with the elimination. And Jim. Uh-oh. Superfly done? I thought Superfly was way bigger than that, though. Earthquake. Going after Bam Bam Bigelow here. Can he get some help? Can Earthquake get some help? Umaga. I am very familiar with Umaga. It always killed me when he did that move with the thumb. That like freaked me out, man. I am very familiar with him. That was like that's when I started. It was around that area where I started watching wrestling and stuff. I got into it kind of late as a kid growing up. I think it was back when like Batista and Rey Mysterio used to tag, and then Umaga came on the scene, and he would take his thumb and just, I think it was called like something Spike, or I forget what it was called. There goes Macho Man. And Big Boss Man's number 19. I've never seen him fight. I thought he fought The Undertaker once, maybe. Didn't he fight The Undertaker at WrestleMania? I'm not for sure. I don't want to give out all these false facts. I don't want to be fake news. Oh, man. And Umaga got leveled. And a lot of people, guys, and especially you guys who are bigger wrestling fans than I am, you guys hear a lot of this, like, you hear like, oh, it's all fake and stuff, but you know what? you know, I know obviously it's staged and stuff, but they still get hurt, and then the aftermath after they're like retired, or the pain that they have, that's real. That is absolutely real, because I noticed on some of these when I was doing my research and stuff, and a lot of it was early age and stuff. They passed in their like 40s or 30s, and it shocked me. It really shocked me. And you know, some of the people lived in their 60s and 70s. Bruno Sammartino was really old. But I was just shocked when I saw how young some of these guys were. And oh man, there goes Earthquake and Nikolai. And you know, Iron Sheik almost made this list, but I double-checked my work, and I found out he was still alive. Oh, man, Umaga just hit the Earthquake, and Earthquake's been in here for a while. This guy, I think he fought The Undertaker, too, at WrestleMania. I'm pretty sure he did. And he should be bigger. They didn't make him as big as he's supposed to be. He should be bigger than the Earthquake, I think. He's an sumo wrestler, right? But I guess there's only a certain size. This is one guy that I have never been familiar with. Ever. I still don't know. Like, I can't. They don't talk about. I feel like they don't talk about him a lot and stuff like that. And I remember me and my friend, we played one of those older wrestling games, and he was one of the legends you can unlock. And I was like, who is this guy? And this was when we were real young, and he didn't even know who he was. Like, is he not as popular as some of these guys, or what's going on here? Or is he ECW more? Or, I don't know anything about Rick Rude. You guys can tell me all you want about Rick Rude. And I feel like if you all tell me about Rick Rude, the next time I use Rick Rude, I'll still say, tell me about Rick Rude. I never get it through my head who this guy is. I think I've been told who he is like 100 times and why he is such an impactful wrestler. But I just don't get it through my head. So you guys can put it on the comment section. Maybe in 10 years from now, I'll look back at this video and remember who Rick Rude is. And he has been eliminated. And Eddie Guerrero is number 24. And Nikolai tried to eliminate Big Boss Man. Didn't work out for him there. Now, I wonder who's going to win this. Test is in here, by the way. Like I said, some of these guys are early age. I was just shocked to Test and Kerry Von Erich. And I don't know if it was Bam Bam Bigelow or Boss Man. I think both of them are early there. And Umaga. Oh man, Umaga with the reversal. Oh, nice. They said Nikolai was Hulk Hogan's like one of his rivals. But I wasn't real familiar with Nikolai until, and here comes Roddy Piper. I know who he is. And here he comes. And, oh, come on, Umaga. Really? Oh, give me a break. I think you're a great wrestler and all, but we could have gave Roddy Piper a little more time in the ring. And Umaga pays for it. Eddie Guerrero took care of him. And here comes Test. I think he's going to get elimination. Big John Studd coming in the ring. And Nikolai eliminated by Test. And this name was blocked out by Community Creations, but I'll say what it is. His name's Balls Mahoney. I guess they thought it meant something else. Maybe it does. He's from ECW though, but I still don't know why they blocked it out. I mean, it's not that bad. But I mean, I don't know. I have no clue why. But you know how Community Creations is. They've blocked out names that don't even make sense. Ultimate Warriors number 28. All right. When I get excited for, I love those memes on Facebook where going to Thanksgiving dinner and it shows Ultimate Warrior running down the ring. Like, those crack me up. I like how he runs down the ring. That's how I like to run down to the ring. If I was he probably has the most exciting entrance. When he shakes the ropes and it goes boom, 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 boom. Dusty Rhodes, we had to have him in here. I got 85. I don't. Oh, come on, Test. Really? Really? Really, Test? You had to do that. I hope Test gets I hope they get rid of Test in this match. He really had to do that to Dusty Rhodes. Really? Come on now. And Big Daddy V's number 30, or Viscera. And I remember Big Daddy V. I liked him as I like him as Big Daddy V definitely better than Viscera. One of my biggest memories with him was, I think one time they had like a big match between him, Mark Henry, and Big Show. And I'm not for sure on that, but they had like a bunch of big guys in the ring. And then another thing, and he should be bigger, by the way. But I don't know what all you can do on Community Creations with some of these guys. I don't think you can make them real big. But anyway, another thing was, I think you should be able to make them like heavier and stuff. I feel like they don't give you that option as good on these guys. But anyway, I remember when Bobby Lashley jumped over him, and Test has eliminated number 30, and he could be, you know, Test could win this thing. He's been pretty amazing in this match, even though I don't like what he did to Dusty there. I can't approve of that. And Ultimate Warrior. You know what? I'm rooting for Ultimate Warrior here. That's who I'm rooting for. We are down to 5 men in this match. And Eddie, look at this. Oh, man. Eddie Guerrero with a nice move there. We are down to 4 officially. And look here. Oh, man. Big slam there by Balls Mahoney. And Big John Studd is on the ropes. Oh, and Test. Is Test going to win this thing? Oh, my goodness. Test has been amazing in this match. Oh, my goodness. He might have a double elimination here. Eddie Guerrero's done. And it is down to Big John Studd and Test. See if Big John Studd could do it. Test has been on a roll. Oh, man. And none of these guys are, I believe none of these guys are 100 overall, just to let you guys know. We're down to 2. Oh, no. Big John Studd might take it. Oh, he's going to take it. He does it. Oh, man. And Big John Studd wins. Congratulations to him. Tested all that work, and then he got eliminated. What a crazy match, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the tribute. Oh, man, I can't. Oh, I just thought of something. Don't do it, Big John, because I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't. You're not going to WrestleMania. Nobody can go to WrestleMania. Nobody can go to WrestleMania. Okay, so Big John Studd wins. And I hope you guys enjoyed the Rumble. Nobody, if you guys have not watched this channel before, you can point at that sign all you want. You're not going to WrestleMania. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the Rumble. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.